Hey Taurus, welcome in. It's Heather with Heather's Healing, and I'm here to do a birthday reading for you. So we're going to go ahead and look at the month ahead for you, as well as the rest of the year. This is a general overall reading for Taurus. So happy birthday. Thanks for being here. Thanks for sharing your creativity, your wisdom and imagination with the world. I love Tauruses. You guys can also be very frustrating too. Thanks for being here. Some of my most favorite people are Tauruses. So happy birthday. And can you believe we're already in your season? This year is flying by. Okay. Let's go ahead and get started. So let's take a look at your overall energy. Let's see what's going on for Taurus. Nice. I like this. Overall energy is very optimistic, happy, hopeful, feeling connected, appreciating family and friends, appreciating and just having a lot of gratitude for your life and for the people in your life. I like this. This is really nice. So that card is representing you, 10 of Cups. There's a really nice energy to that card. Okay. So what is the question? What is the question? Potential problem? What is the question that you are asking or wondering about? Because it looks like you're in a really good place. What is the question here for Taurus? Another 10. So we've got the 10 of Swords here. And I was kind of feeling this energy with the 10 of Cups. You're ready for something new. You're wondering when the next chapter is going to start. As optimistic and hopeful and happy and as full of gratitude as you are, there have been a lot of pressures on you over this past year, and you're just wondering when there's going to be a shift. When are things going to move in a new direction? Perhaps some of you are even feeling maybe a little bored. You're ready for something new. And with these 2 10s, that definitely suggests to me that something new is on the way in, because 10s are endings. Yeah, you're ready for some new experiences. Okay. Ready for a shift in the energy. I love that you have this card here where you are feeling really hopeful and you have a lot of gratitude. But with this 10 of Swords, this is a struggle that you've been going through. So I'm wondering how much of this struggle you've kept to yourself. I'm wondering how much of this struggle you've, shared with people close to you. I feel like you haven't. I feel like you've kept this really, really close to you, whatever this is, but you're definitely ready. You're ready for some ease, and I don't blame you. Let's dive a little deeper into this 10 of Swords. What else do we need to know about this 10 of Swords for Taurus? What else do we need to know? We got the King of Swords in reverse. Excuse me. King of Swords in reverse. I feel like this is you. This King of Swords. So not quite feeling yourself. What I feel with this card is a feeling of, it's interesting because it feels like a lack of control or over controlling, trying to control everything. It's kind of a combination of that. And I'm wondering if you have been feeling out of control or feeling like life isn't going the way that you would like it to go. So that's causing you to kind of spiral out. It's causing you to feel out of sorts, maybe unbalanced, because I definitely feel like this push-pull feeling of trying to control everything, but also feeling really out of control, feeling like you don't have your feet under you, feeling really kind of ungrounded. The other thing that I'm noticing about this, and I felt it with this card too, is I feel like you're really good at hiding this from people. I feel like you're really good at keeping this to yourself. This feels more like an internal battle that you've been struggling with, not so much an outside battle. But I'm betting it does show up in your outside world. You may not think that it does, but I'm betting that it does, just because there is a little bit of a chaotic energy here of trying to control things, feeling out of control. With this King of Swords in reverse. I'm also wondering if you're feeling like, I mean, it feels like you feel like you don't have control, but I'm wondering why you're feeling like that. What's going on in your life that's causing you to feel like you don't have a say in your life? The suit of swords talks about communication. You know, it's the mind, speech, logic, planning. It's that type of thing. It's really intellectual. It's very precise. It's that kind of energy. So are you feeling like you're not able to express yourself? Are you feeling like no one hears you when you do express yourself? Something to think about there. We'll keep going and see what other information we get. Maybe you're afraid to say what you need to say. I do know that May is going to be a very transformative month for everyone. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is highlighted, you know, the need to speak up, to, you know, say what's on your mind. Because I do think it is important to talk. I feel like if you don't express yourself, if you, this could even be with a therapist. I feel like if you don't express yourself, you could end up lashing out, and that isn't going to be helpful at all. Let's look at your recent past and see what's going on there. What's been going on with you, Taurus, in your recent past? What's going on there? Okay, we've got the Eight of Pentacles. This is a really nice card. So you've been working away, doing your thing, living your life. This is day-to-day living. I'm wondering if this is why you're feeling uh maybe a little dull or longing for more. Maybe, life has been too predictable the last little while. I mean, Eight of Pentacles, this is a nice energy. You've had steady work. You've probably had steady, if you've been working steady, you've had steady money coming in, you've been staying busy. But this isn't really a card of connection. It's not really a card of emotional satisfaction or happiness or joy. It's, staying very focused on a project, staying very focused on work. There's not a lot of fun that comes along with this card, which is interesting because the card that is representing you is the kind of the opposite of that. It's all about emotional connection. So maybe things have shifted for you, and perhaps you are choosing to find the joy in life and find the happiness in life. This Eight of Pentacles in the recent past, this is kind of the day-to-day grind, and that can become very boring. That can also become, it can really weigh you down. It's, it's a lot of discipline. It's a lot of work. Not a lot of fun. Okay, let's look at your mindset. I'm curious to see your mindset, Taurus. Where is your mind at? What's going on in your mind? I keep hearing, I just need peace. I just need some peace. Maybe you've been surrounded by a lot of family, friends, and that's been really wonderful, but maybe you need some time alone. I don't know. Let's look at your mindset. What's going on in Taurus's mindset? We've got the moon in reverse. This came up as one of the energies for the month of May. We've got the moon in reverse. So this is what's going on in your mind. And I keep going back to what I originally picked up with this card for the month of May, but it was limiting beliefs. So I feel like this is what's going on in your mind. There's definitely, it feels like there's a little bit of an imbalance between what you think you should be doing and what your heart is wanting. Nothing wrong with that, but I think it's good to look at that. This could be realizations that you're having as well. The realization that you need a change. This is a lot of mental energy with the Ten of Swords and the King of Swords here. This is a lot of being in your head about something. And perhaps it is time to follow your heart, follow the guidance that you're getting from the universe, from God, from spirit. Is there something that you're wanting to branch out and do, but your mind is telling you, play it safe, keep doing what you're doing? Interesting. Only you can answer that. This is a major arcana card, so this is a big deal. It's a big deal. Whatever's on your mind is a big deal. And I'm kind of wondering if limiting beliefs are stepping in and telling you, you should just be happy with what you have. Whatever story is going on, that's a story. But I think it's important to look at that. So we've got the moon. That's number 18. I'm just looking at the numbers here. So that would be a 9. We have 2 10s. We have an 8. I mean, I do really feel like looking at these numbers, you are headed to a shift, to a change, to new energy coming in. But it feels like you are really wanting to have more, you want to take the lead on whatever this change is that's coming in, which, I mean, that's great. It's good. It's good to take a lead when you can. Okay. Let's see what is coming in the near future. It feels like you're denying yourself something, or you don't feel worthy of something. And I feel like that's probably why you're feeling a little stuck. All right, Spirit, what is coming in the near future for Taurus? And if you wouldn't mind, if you like this video, to please like it and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And also, if you would like a one-on-one, you can book a one-on-one session, or you could book a reading similar to this that's recorded and is personal to you. All right, near future, we've got the Hierophant. Hierophant in reverse. This actually is your card, Taurus. So I am really feeling a deep desire for something, and it feels like you aren't allowing yourself to have that. And I would say really look at that. Why are you holding back on that? The Hierophant in reverse, what I love about this card, and I feel a couple of different ways about this. What I love about this card is it's rebellion. It's being unconventional. It's stepping out of the ordinary society. You're doing things on your terms. And sometimes and that can be really great. It can be very liberating. I sometimes, and this is why I say this could be a really positive thing, but this could also be a destructive thing. If you're feeling pent up, agitated, and feeling like you don't have control, this could be maybe spiraling out and taking something too far, or going in an unhealthy direction with something. This could also be, and this is what I'm hoping for, a sabbatical. This could be a really long vacation. This could be, this is going to be something very meaningful, but it's stepping out of your everyday life. It's stepping out of your routine. This might not be a permanent situation, but again, it's the energy of rebellion, being unorthodox, being unconventional. And the fact that it's the Hierophant, this is going to be seeking some type of spiritual connection. It's going to be seeking out another side of you. There's going to be something in this that is focused on opening up your awareness, connecting to yourself in a deeper way. It could be something like that. And if you're not going on a vacation, or you're not actually leaving, this could be really diving deep into your purpose, why you're here, something that really interests you. This could be putting your focus on a particular study of some kind. But this very much feels like a focus on you, and I think that's what you need. So that's coming in the near future, this Hierophant. And I love that it's your card too. I love it when that happens. It just kind of makes me happy. The Hierophant is also sometimes represented by Chiron, which is the wounded healer. So this could be a deep-seated limiting belief, or a root of something that's being healed here. That, something that is a deep wound, I feel like that's being healed here in the upcoming future. So that's really nice. Taurus, you're going deep. I'm not surprised. You guys are You're very deep, you're very committed. You're very in tune with your intuition and your imagination. And I'm wondering if you've kind of stepped away from that, especially with this Eight of Pentacles here, where it's just been work, 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 just a steady grind. Not much investment other than money, you know, and doing your job and that sort of thing. But there's not a lot of investing in what makes you happy, what makes your heart sing, what, you know, your creativity, your imagination. There's not a lot of room here for that. So you've been pretty busy. But maybe because you have been so busy, that's going to free you up to have the time here in the near future to invest in you and, you know, the things that you would like to do. Let's look at advice and guidance regarding this Ten of Swords. What does Taurus need to know about that Ten of Swords? Advice and guidance here for Taurus. Advice and guidance. I keep hearing seeking out peace. And that would make sense with this Hierophant too, that this could be seeking out peace in an unorthodox way. Maybe it's just letting yourself be undisciplined and letting your hair down, and you're just letting yourself be free and experience that without a lot of rigidity or I need to do this or I need to do that. Knight of Pentacles. Advice and guidance here on this Ten of Swords, and we've got the Knight of Pentacles. What I would say with this is not to rush into anything. Especially if you're feeling like a manic kind of feeling or feeling like, God, something's got to change. I need to make the change. Perhaps you don't need to do anything because the universe is probably going to make the change for you. So I would say the advice here on, you know, wanting some relief, needing a change, that change is coming. So I would say you don't really need to do anything right now. Just stay grounded, stay steady, keep living your life. It might not be quite the time yet to for this sabbatical here. This is in the near future, but the advice here with this Ten of Swords and needing some relief or wanting a change to come in, you're ready for the next chapter. Great. It's not quite here yet. Hold steady. Hold steady. It's coming. It's just not quite here yet. This also, to me, feels like a gift that the universe is bringing you. So just hold tight. And I feel like you're going to know when it's time to make the change, whatever change that you're wanting to make. And for some of you, you might be feeling really restless, like you need to do something now. And you're just trying to relieve that uncomfortable feeling that you have right now. But, you know, again, just hold tight. Let's look at outside influence. What is the environment around you? What is the environment around you? What's going on around you, Taurus? Actually going to slide these over. Hold on one sec. I need a bigger space. Okay. Outside influence. The environment around Taurus. And this isn't just looking at this month. We're looking at the rest of the year too. Okay, so we've got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. I was kind of wondering about this. I mean, you've got the Ten of Cups representing your energy. And And I don't think you're faking how you feel, but it felt like there was a little bit of some chaos around you. It didn't feel like the happy, loving family. Not that you don't have that, you very well could have that, but it felt like there was a little bit of chaotic energy around this family. And I was wondering if there was a lot of maybe chaos going on in the family. You've got the Ten of Pentacles representing the energy around you. This is a card focused on roots, legacy. This is, generations of family, but it's in reverse. So it can be misfortune. It can be, this could also just be representing a dysfunctional family, and not necessarily your immediate family. If you're married with kids, I'm not necessarily talking about that. I'm talking about the family that you come from, the roots that you come from. I feel like you are doing a lot of healing for your family, whether you realize that or not. You're probably someone that is bucking the trends of your family. Again, this is another card of rebellion, going against tradition, going against what your lineage has always done, what your family has always done. You're moving in a different direction. So this tells me that the energy around you, the family around you, is probably a little chaotic. They might not be, well, I was going to say they might not be the greatest influences, but I don't feel like they have a strong influence on you. But you're probably like the caretaker. You're probably the one that picks up the pieces when things fall apart for everybody else. And perhaps that's why you're feeling like really overwhelmed and feeling like, okay, I need a break from this. Because yeah, this is the energy around you. And this to me doesn't feel like chaos as far as like not having money or not having, financial support. This feels like not having emotional support. So you could come from a family where they met all of your physical needs as far as, you had things, you had a home, they maybe bought you nice things, but you never really had emotional support or felt like you belonged. That's kind of what I'm feeling with this. And you are determined to offer the exact opposite to your family. Whether you are married and have kids right now, doesn't matter. This is, you're very much dedicated to offering this type of life for your family in the future. You're very much focused on emotional support, love, kindness. That means more to you than money and things. So yeah, perhaps you're just tired of picking up the pieces for everybody around you. I don't blame you. Let's look at your hopes and fears. What's coming in with your hopes and fears? Hopes and fears. And maybe that's part of the reason why you're, kind of in your head about, your heart really is wanting something, but then your mind is telling you to be very logical because, you need to be responsible for the extended family. Hopes and fears for Taurus. Hopes and fears. We've got the Fool. This is very much going along with this Hierophant card here. It kind of feels like wanting to just run away, But again, like I was just saying, there's a part of you that's like, well, I need to be here and be responsible. And perhaps you do, but that's not going to be a forever thing. And even if you are a caregiver and you need to be present for whoever you're caring for, that doesn't mean that you can't take time out for you or schedule time out for you, because that feels really, really important. Um, the energy that I'm feeling from this is I'm afraid I'll leave and I'll never come back. So that kind of feels like a hope and a fear. But Major Arcana card here, um, there is definitely a need for you to liberate yourself, to give yourself some freedom. And maybe there's a part of you that feels like, yeah, if you do that, if you get a taste of that, you'll never want to go back to the life that you've been living, or living in the way that you've been living. And maybe you don't need to, I don't know. But the Fool, this is a desire for liberation, living in a different way, having freedom, having not a lot of things, a lot of moving around. So again, this could be tapping into this wanting to take a sabbatical where, you check out of everyday life for a while, you're traveling around, you're getting to know who you are, you're seeing the country, whatever, you're seeing the world. It's that type of energy. And I feel like for some of you, that's a hope and a fear. But I do think it's important to acknowledge that that is something that you want. And I think you should plan something, even if you're only able to, do something for a day or a weekend, you need space for you. Let's look at the potential outcome. The potential outcome for, let's say, for the rest of this year. What can Taurus expect? Potential outcome for this year. We got the Five of Cups. We've got the energy of 5 coming in. This is disappointment. This is sadness. This is regret. This could also be mourning the loss of someone. You could be, maybe you've already lost someone this year, but this could also be losing someone. I think for some of you, I feel like this is someone you're caring for. So there could be, yeah, you're going to be mourning. There's sadness and loss here. But I'm also feeling regret. And I can't help but feel it's tied into this Hierophant card here, this near future card. Are you not allowing yourself to have joy? Are you not allowing yourself to have what your heart is desiring? I'm wondering that. With that five of Cups. I do think it is kind of I think this whole year is kind of a challenging year for sure. But what I feel from this, I mean, again, for some of you, this is a loss for sure. This is mourning, grieving the loss of someone. But for some of you, this is you imposing rules and restrictions on yourself that aren't necessary. And it's causing a lot of sadness and regret. There's the energy of Mars with this card, and Mars is about taking action, asserting yourself, standing up for yourself. It's having courage to step out of your comfort zone and do something different. So that's why I'm saying I'm also feeling regret with this card. What else do we need to know about this Five of Cups? I do want to pull a clarifier on this Five of Cups. Clarifier on the Five of Cups. What else does Taurus need to know about this potential outcome? I feel like there's opportunities here for you this year, coming up in this year, Taurus, that if you turn it down, I think you're really going to regret it. I think you're going to be very, very sad that you didn't take those opportunities. And it feels like opportunities to have fun, to have some new experiences, and again, to possibly travel. Clarifier here. Yeah, look at this. We got the King of Wands. I think that's saying exactly what I was just saying. I mean, again, for some of you, this could be mourning the loss of, you know, someone dying, someone close to you. And I mean, you know, that happens for all of us. But there's another piece to this, which is regret and loss, you know, regretting that you didn't take an opportunity. The King of Wands is all about he's not afraid of anything. You know, he goes for it. If he sees something that he wants or something he wants to do, he goes for it. He's also very charismatic and people love having him around. So I'm wondering if someone is inviting you to do something, someone is giving you the opportunity to explore, to travel, to meet new people. If you get that opportunity, take it. Don't turn it down, because you will regret it. You will regret it later. So King of Wands, very creative, warm, charismatic. They attract people to them, the right people, the right places. This is really feeling like yourself again. So take any opportunities that you get this year, you know, take them, say yes, because good things are going to come from that. Let's go ahead and just pull one card here. And then I'm also going to pull an oracle card as a birthday wish for you. But final message for Taurus. Make time for you. That's what I keep hearing that. Make time for you. Doing something unconventional, doing something that you wouldn't normally do, treating yourself to something that you wouldn't normally treat yourself to. I feel like this is a year of expansion for you and a lot of growth. A lot of getting to know yourself, you know, if you allow it. So final message for Taurus. Look at that. We've got the Lovers. Yeah, connecting with yourself, connecting with spirit. This is also a message that you are divinely protected. You're surrounded by the angelic realm and you're being divinely led. And especially with this Hierophant here, I do feel like there is, I want to call it a spiritual opening happening with you this year. Some really profound realizations that you're having, but I love that the Lovers are here. So this could be for some of you meeting your person, meeting your, you know, your soul connection. But this, I'm really feeling this is you finding yourself, connecting with yourself, connecting with your guides. I'm really feeling that, and just having a deeper appreciation for life. I feel like you're already kind of in that space. But this is going a little bit deeper here with the Lovers card. So that's a really nice message. All right, let's go ahead and pull an oracle card. And this is going to be a birthday wish from your guides. A birthday wish for Taurus. And make sure you light a candle and make a wish on your birthday. I think that's really important. And maybe take time to journal what you would like to see and experience this year. Write it out, get it out there. Or speak it, you know, out loud to the universe. All right, birthday wish for Taurus. What do we have here? Oh, this is really nice. Harvest Moon, card number 37, and it says fruition. Another 10. I'm telling you, there's some big changes coming in for you this year, Taurus. You've got a lot of 10s here. That's a new chapter starting. And I mean, look at all that color there. This is harvesting all of the hard work that you've been putting in. It pays off this year. There's a lot of abundance. There's a lot of happiness and joy coming in, a lot of, especially through self-reflection, getting to know yourself. I feel like if you've been feeling creatively blocked, I feel like that really lifts if you allow yourself to connect, you know, let the rigidity go and allow yourself to experience yourself, if that makes sense. But look at all this color. Look at this creativity. Look at maybe not fully being able to, maybe you don't want the world to see you quite yet because she still has a mask on, but this is stepping into your power, stepping into your authenticity. And, you know, big things are coming in for you. There's a big change in the energy here for you. I love this card. It's really beautiful. All right, Taurus, I hope you have a wonderful birthday month. Take great care of yourself. And if you'd like to dive deeper into a one-on-one, you can book a reading below. It can be a one-on-one over Google Meet, or it can be this type of a reading. You'll just send me your questions and then I'll do a personalized video just for you. Take great care. Happy birthday. Talk to you soon.